Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Atari Vault. We're going to be playing Breakout. I have not connected my controller, so hopefully that doesn't shoot me in the ass, but I'm pretty sure we can either use the mouse or the arrow keys to good effect. It's funny that they actually show ping pong players on the front of the box. I never considered, I guess it's not ping pong, it's totally racquetball, isn't it? But I never considered racquetball as the analog for Breakout. I never even thought about that. It's just there's a ball that destroys the wall that you're aiming at. That is totally not what racquetball is about. It's about the skill of being able to hit the ball when it comes back to you, which I guess is part of Breakout. But, I mean, your progress is measured by the blocks you break, right? Okay, game program instructions just to see, what the hell they're going to say. Player or team receives 5 balls per game. Yeah, I remember playing this as a kid and actually screwing up my sister because the game between ourselves was to screw the other person over. And that's usually the game in racquetball, right? You actually go to screw the other person over. It's interesting. It has the paddle controllers with the dials. So I guess this would be really good for the mouse, actually. I can see how the dials would work. You just twist the dial to move the paddle over. Okay. One player, you can actually do 3-player games. Okay. 2 players act as a team and play against a 1-player team. Huh. So there's our 4-player. There's totally a 4-player. And there's a time. And invisible games? The wall's invisible until you hit a brick with the ball. And this happens, you score points, the entire wall lights up. Interesting. We might have played an invisible game. The time game, I'm not too worried about. I wouldn't call that a glossary, but I appreciate you calling out the GUI. Call that a GUI reference topic in technical writing parlance. Basically, just not telling you how to use it, just telling you what things are. Alright, then a handicap difficulty switch. The paddle is 3/4 the size of the paddle when the switch is in A position. So keep it in the fucking A position. That's what we want. Fucking A. Alright. Press the red controller button, the ball will appear. Okay, so that's press the mouse button and it appears. Okay. What? Game 2. This game features steerable balls so you can make every hit count. That's cheating. So take a breather. This game features catch, which gives you time to plan your strategy and aim. You telling me you can pause in the middle of Breakout and what? What? Okay, we're gonna have to go through each one of these games, or maybe not game 6 or game 5. That's timers. I don't care about timers. Or game 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 we're gonna have to do. The only time you'll see breakout walls when the ball hits a brick. The rest of the time you're playing in the dark. Okay, that's different from 8. Then you're playing in the dark again until the timer records your game time? I'm confused about 8. Okay, so 1 through 4 we've got to do, right? We've got to. And then game 9 is break through instead of break out. Okay. That's game 9. Yeah, breakthrough never really caught on because at that point it's just decoration. It's not really doing anything. And then game 10 makes it steerable, which is silly. We could do a breakthrough game just cause, but yeah, so 1 through 4, and then we'll play a game 9. Let's do it. Let's do it. So I can steer, so we want the difficulty at A. Excuse me. That is not what the manual said, I'll have you know. Turn the color off. Oh, okay, that's significantly worse. And okay, so a question for you. Does black count as a color of a wall in this instance? My guess would be yes. But how do you show it breaking? That's an interesting programmer challenge, which I want answered, which we're totally going to do right now. Yeah, play it. Okay, yeah, I can move with the mouse very, very easily. How about the arrow keys? Yeah, a little too easily, actually. That's very, very fast. That's going to be a little difficult. Now, what do you want to bet? Like the arcade, it's not going to aim toward my paddle. Oh, haha! I moved it. Okay, that was my fault to lose my first ball there. Okay, it didn't actually make black a color there. It made it gray. So much for that programming challenge. I mean, this is just Breakout, right? I mean, we've all seen Breakout. At the very least, you've seen videos of Breakout. I mean, if you've ever played racquetball, and it's been a long time since I played racquetball, I actually kind of want to go back and play it now. Go back and play it. Yeah, like it's a computer game you can go back and play, you know, before they obsolete it. Could happen. Oh, I screwed that up. I get 5 balls, right? Yeah, so it doesn't aim for your paddle. That's totally understandable. The main problem I have with racquetball, I mean, I used to play it mostly... I mean, I've talked about this before. I played it against my parents' garage, which I'm sure my dad loved when he used to work from home. You know, there's only so much annoyance you will take from your teenage son before you want to beat him. I understand that now. I didn't understand that at the time. I mean, from any child, really. I mean, anyone below the age of 25, ever since I turned, like, 25, I've realized it's probably not worth really talking to. What the hell happened there? The ball just flew. Okay, now we're going to do it in color, because you refused to answer my original question. That's okay. We'll go ahead and do... we don't do 4-player. That'd be crazy. Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do steerable, because that seems absurd and cheaty. But we're going to see how absurd and cheaty is. Maybe it goes too fast. Maybe it's not controllable at these speeds. Okay, it's really freaking me out, though. It's really freaking me out, though. Because it is steerable, kind of. But it's all over the place. It's not cheaty at all. It just fucks you up. Fucks you up in the worst possible way. Oh, man, I almost messed up there. Okay, so only steerable as it's going up, not as it's going down. Okay, that's throwing... Oh, what the hell? Don't even game. Yeah, only as it's going up. When it goes down, it has no... Does not respond to my commands. Okay, that's weird, but alright. I can make it wobble in the weirdest ways. Oh, that totally... Okay, you know what? I'm doing that again. Just because I messed that up. Okay, that is not cheating at all. That is... Well, it's cheating towards the game's favor. That's for damn sure. But it's really weird. It's really hard to get used to. Because the ball moves in mysterious ways. I mean, I can really push it all over the place. Whee! But then I need to be able to pull it back at a certain critical juncture. Yeah, that makes the game a lot harder. It follows the paddle, which makes sense, because otherwise how are you going to show it? But, oh, I messed that up. Following the paddle is not exactly right. It does follow the paddle's movements. It doesn't exactly follow where the paddle's going. Which would be weird if it did, I suppose, if you didn't move your paddle until after it had already gone, you know, like all the way to the left or something. Alright. That kind of worked. You know what? I haven't even been paying attention to my score. Whoa! The hell was that? I think as soon as it hits the higher colors there, it starts moving faster. And I kind of remember that being true from Breakout before, and that's the way they make the difficulty. A lot of games don't... Well, a lot of modern takes on Breakout don't do that anymore. They just make it more difficult by other ways. And the ball does move a little bit faster, but not because you've hit a certain color, but there's one mode that made it so that the bricks kept falling down the screen. That might have been the arcade version of Breakout we played here, right? Maybe. Oh, okay. Actually pulled it off there. Did not pull it off there. Okay, the steerable ball, not cheaty. I hereby revise my previous statement. Okay, good to know. That's interesting. Steerable with multiple players would be crazy. Alright. Also, I don't know how teams are supposed to work. Team seems a little weird. It doesn't have 4 controllers, just so you know. It has 2 controllers, but you play in teams with 4 people. Somehow. I don't get that at all. Okay, we're going to see what catch is. So we're going to launch the ball. This is supposed to be the casual version of play. I don't know what exactly that means, but that's the way the manual described it, as casual. I'm not sure how this is more casual than just standard Breakout here, but I mean, nowadays if you did a Breakout game, it would be called a casual game. It's not an action game, it's not a platformer. It's not really relying on twitch skills. It does a little bit. But I mean, most people to play the game, okay, how am I supposed to do the catch mode? Pressing the button doesn't seem to do anything. But yeah, nowadays, this would not be regarded as anything other than just a casual game. I mean, I guess most casual games are actually, you know, Farmville would be a casual game. But I don't know, I count any like Match 3 or Hidden Object game to be a casual game. And maybe that's my own personal bias speaking. I didn't have to move the paddle at all there. Because, I mean, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a casual game. I like casual game much as the next guy. You know, just a time to relax and just, you know, futz around. Because you want to be entertained, but you also don't want to be stressed out. I mean, I'll play Overwatch because I like first-person shooters. But to be honest... Oh, what the hell was that? But to be honest, sometimes Overwatch just stresses me out. And I pound the table and get all mad. And get all frustrated because the teammates aren't doing what I want to do. And that's not relaxing. That's not fun. It's fun to be able to destroy the other team. Oh, wow. That was bad. And it can be fun to lose if you're losing for, like, a good reason. I messed that up badly. How is that different at all from regular Breakout? I don't understand. Anybody? Anybody at all? I don't see... Okay, you know what? I want to look at the manual. Manual. Look, just go off. There we go. Main menu. Look at the manual here and see what that says about catch mode. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay. Breakthrough game. No. Catch, which gives you time to plan your strategy and aim. To catch the ball. When the ball makes contact with your paddle, press the red controller. Okay, so press the button. And the ball remains on the paddle, allowing you time to aim your shots. Okay. We've seen that mode before in another game, and I've totally forgotten what it is. But yeah, we can do that. Alright, I think that means we just hold down. Yeah, there we go. And now we've caught it. Okay, and you can always just hold down and then aim your shot back. Oh, didn't work. Worked that? That was a weird thing indeed. I'm not sure it's useful at this stage. Probably more useful when you're up high. When it's really going fast, you can just arrest it. Maybe? I don't know. So catch, I wouldn't call that cheaty either. I mean, maybe it's a little cheaty as we get up higher. And it maintained its momentum, which is really strange. It also keeps it, it also moves it always to the left side of the paddle. And then you can just release it and let it go. Okay. That's weird, but I can get used to that. It also makes it a lot easier to catch the ball. Less likely to, so we could probably, like, catch it on the side of the paddle, which you usually make it jump to the... No, actually, that didn't work. It actually just made it bounce away. Okay, never mind. I thought I was onto something there. Oh, okay. Yeah, those orange and red, man. They make it fly. I was talking about something. Oh, yeah, casual video games. I'm totally into casual video games whenever I can pick them up. I'm gonna do that again. But I don't pick them up very often, mostly because Mostly because I like recording video games and I like stories. And the problem with most casual games is they don't have stories. I mean, you might argue that a visual novel is kind of a casual video game because you don't do much other than make choices. But I don't know if that's true. I mean, I wouldn't call a visual novel casual. Mostly because people are not casual about how they play them. Okay, we're going a little fast here. I mean, there's some people who really want to catch all the endings, and that goes away from being casual, and that's just obsessive at that point. Well, obsessive, I don't know. I can be obsessive about getting all the endings. If there's multiple endings advertised, and I haven't seen them all. I did that for, what did I do that for? Jade Empire. I did that for both the closed fist and open palm endings, which were really not all that different. And then I played the dark side endings for, I mean, it's mostly BioWare games I'm going to go off of because I can't think of the names of any visual novels off the top of my head. There's the Long Live the Queen. I played that briefly. Then the Yogg, I guess, would count as a visual novel. Oh, I'm lucking out here. Oh, yeah, my luck ran out. Okay. Obviously not going to do multiplayers. Okay, let's try Invisible. Does it actually light up in color? It does, but only briefly. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't matter. I totally messed that up because I was too distracted by the philosophy. Does it actually matter that we can't see where the wall is? I mean, mostly it just matters in terms of when you have to be ready to catch, which I guess matters for when the ball's moving super fast, and I just had I don't know, brain fart there and moved my mouse a little bit farther than it probably needed to go. But yeah, I don't think it actually makes the game all that much harder. He says he misses yet another ball. Or a cube, actually. This is not a ball by any stretch of the word. I just moved my paddle out of the way. What was I thinking? I don't really have a good answer for that. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, does the wall matter? And the wall probably doesn't matter. Wow, that was really bad. We're going to do that again. Am I actually doing worse at Breakout here than I was on the arcade version? I think I am. The arcade version have a catch mode? I don't remember. Oh, nope. Just out of the way. Yeah, I remember complaining about the ball not heading towards your battle. And, you know, I might have been just spoiled by Shatter. And if you guys haven't played Shatter, again, I'm going to point out that Shatter is a really good rendition of Breakout. And it has a cool soundtrack, too, which is always a bonus. I mean, this does not have a soundtrack, but to be fair, you know, they had 8 kilobytes to work with. There's no way they're making a soundtrack for the game. Let's just be honest here. It's not going to happen. There we go. Made it reverse. Oh, bad pickup. It was going to happen anyway. Oh, no. Okay, that wasn't going to happen anyway. That was only like a millimeter off, but it was an important millimeter. It's like the Olympic Games, right? Off by a millimeter, and that's all it takes. Actually, it's interesting to note that this swimming competitions in the Olympics, or just any kind of professional swimming, can't be measured by a millimeter because they can't make the pools to those kind of exact specifications. We're totally doing that again. It turns out concrete and water actually expands at certain temperatures, not to mention is so variable depending on how many people are in the water, that it's actually can't be measured to the millimeter or to the, I think it's thousandth of a second, at least not reliably. So most world records in the pool are actually set to hundreds of a second. Okay, so game select, invisible 2-player, timed breakout. I mean, sure, what the hell. I'm not sure what the timer is going to do for us, or against us for that matter. What does it do for us? I guess it just counts. So we don't get a score. Well, we do get a score, because you're going for, you know, your golf score here. You're going for the lowest you possibly can. Though, how low could you go for this? What is the world record for being able to break down these walls? I can't imagine that it's less than, like, 2 minutes. I mean, the ball only goes so fast, and the human brain can only respond so fast to where the ball's going to be. So you would have to be at least 2 minutes, right? Not to mention, okay, I'm going to assume that this hypothetical person is a great Breakout player. He never loses a ball. How long would it take? Well, I mean, you could program a perfect player like that. Just have, oh, right. That's right. The strats here are to follow the ball, huh? Yeah, I forgot about that. That is the strat. So what you do is you follow the... Well, that only kind of works if your mouse isn't all kinds of messed up. I wouldn't call my mouse messed up. That's... Poor craftsman blames his tools, right? That's totally my bad. I just had a bad, I don't know, jerk reaction there. Bop. Yeah, there we go. Boppity bop bop. Boom. Okay. But yeah, assuming you never lost a ball. I mean, the ball only goes so fast, but it does go faster as you go up. So we can't use... Oh, that messed up. We can't use our metric as a method to say how fast that would be. But here we are going to approach 2 minutes. Could it be done in less than 2 minutes? I'd really be surprised. Timed Breakout steerable. I'm not sure the steerable actually matters at all. I mean, you can throw it a certain distance, and that was bad. I guess that kind of represents putting a spin on the ball in racquetball. Maybe. I don't know. Makes it harder to follow the ball, that's for sure. I guess you'd probably direct it like straight up. No, that didn't work. Go straight up that way. No. Once you bounce off the wall, maybe that's it. Maybe then I can't steer it anymore. Maybe? Oh, what the... What the actual hell was that? Can we talk about that for a minute? That was pretty crazy. First of all, it took a block in the middle where no ball could go, by the way. Like that one. Like that one. Kind of like that one. And so the ball just appeared. Okay, you know what? You know what, game? I'm going to do your breakthrough. I'm not going to catch, because the catch didn't seem to do anything. We're not doing invisible, because invisible doesn't do anything. Let's do breakthrough. Breakthrough's got to be the nice casual version, right? Because it definitely... Oh, no, it totally gained speed. It totally gained speed. I was not expecting it to gain any speed. I thought it was going to be a nice... Just loop through, and I totally missed it, because I misjudged the speed. Okay. I mean, just got to keep your paddle underneath the ball, and that's a lot harder than it sounds. Because as soon as it... Yeah, as soon as it hits the thing... Hold on. My paddle kept shrinking. You guys see that? Let's try that again. My paddle shrink every time I hit the top? Yes. Yes, it did. Okay. I mean, there's only a certain distance that... beyond that, it will not shrink. But yeah, every time it hits... When it hits the top, then I get the lowest... Okay. How is that fair? Has that been a thing in Breakout all this time and I just didn't know? I've totally forgotten about it. That makes the game a lot harder, that's for sure. Also our highest score because we're actually able to, you know, hit all the pieces. Oh, okay, our last ball. Oh, that's right, we don't have a steerable ball. Oh, no, I just totally messed that up. Alright, well, that's it. That's Breakout. I mean, we've all seen Breakout. It's just how it goes. I'm bad at it. You also knew that, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's Breakout, and that's Atari Vault, and I'm PC Universe, and you're PC Universe too, and I'll see you guys next time.